The anti-camping mechanic, often referred to as base kit borrowed time or similar effects, in Dead by Daylight should be disabled when the last generator is completed. Here's a breakdown of the arguments you'd likely use to support that position. Endgame pressure and killer advantage. The endgame scenario is designed to be a high pressure situation where the killer has a significant advantage. The last generator popping signals the climax of the match, and the killer should be able to capitalise on that. Anti-camping mechanics diminish this intended pressure. They allow survivors to be rescued with a degree of safety, even when the killer has played well and secured a hook during the crucial endgame. Reward for killer performance. If a killer has managed to secure a hook near the end of the match, it often means they've played effectively. Denying them the potential for a kill at this critical moment feels like a punishment for good play. The anti-camping mechanic can make it feel like the killer's effort throughout the match is nullified by a mechanic that favours survivors in the endgame. Counterplay and risk reward. Survivors already have significant advantages in the endgame, such as the ability to open exit gates and the potential for coordinated rescues. Disabling the anti-camping mechanic would force survivors to take a greater risk when attempting rescues in the endgame. It would create a more balanced risk-reward scenario, where successful rescues are more impactful and failed rescues have greater consequences. Preventing stalemates. Sometimes with the anti-camping mechanic, the endgame becomes a stalemate where the hooked survivor cannot be killed, and the other survivors cannot be forced to leave. Disabling the mechanic would allow for a more decisive ending. Thematically appropriate. The endgame is meant to be a desperate struggle for survival. The anti-camping mechanic can feel out of place in this context, as it lessens the sense of danger and urgency. In essence, your argument boils down to: the endgame should be a tense, high stake where the killer has a legitimate chance to secure kills. The anti-camping mechanic undermines this, creating an unfair advantage for survivors and diminishing the impact of killer performance.